Good evening. Tuesday evening in the DreamSideOut van vlog journal entry for the 30-day video project. Boy, I couldn't spit that out. You guys, I have to confess something. I'm very embarrassed. I was setting up this test about condensation, right? You saw me do it yesterday, and I had all these ideas about what would help with the condensation in the van or possible things. But I woke up this morning and there was no condensation at all. I don't know how I'm going to test condensation when I don't even get it in the first place. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I've tried very hard, to contribute to the van community with some hard information on how to deal with condensation. But if I can't get condensation in the first place, how in the heck am I supposed to come up with anything? I mean, there's the test pattern stuff. They're still on the ceiling. But I woke up this morning as dry as a bone, all the way around. Nothing. I don't know. What do you think I should do? Maybe some more heavy breathing in the van? I don't know. I don't know how to generate condensation in the van. Well, I could burn my buddy heater all night long. Maybe go through several of those little green tanks of propane. See, I mean, burning, we all know burning propane releases water molecules into the air. So I would generate some condensation that way. But I don't burn my buddy heater all night long, so that's not going to work. I just don't know what to do to create more condensation in my van. I'm having a tough time with it. Okay, here, you guys, I'm just thinking on paper now. Just some doodles and brainstorming and stuff. So let's say this little diagram here represents a van. This is a van. See, this is your vent on the top, and maybe you got a little fan in here or something. Now, in a van, it's like a box with a hole in the roof, right? And you have your little heater, whatever kind of heater it is, and you turn it on. You're cranking up the heat, getting it nice and warm in here, and a lot of that heat's just going right out the roof. And it's carrying with it some of the moisture, you hope. And the humidity looks like it's lower because as you heat it up, the distance between the water molecules gets greater. It's greater than it was before, so it looks like the humidity is down. Some of the humidity, I don't know, is it going into the walls? Is it going into little nooks and crannies? I don't know. You tell me. But what's interesting about this is there's a lot of similarities, I think, between a van and a hot air balloon, which is actually the opposite of a van. A hot air balloon is kind of the opposite of a van, right? It's an upside down van, because on a hot air balloon, the hole is in the bottom. You're building a fire down here, and you're driving air up into here, and it's trapped. No hole in the hot air balloon, because that will make the balloon buoyant if it's light enough, and it will go up or rise above. So you have this interesting thing, you have, look at this, hot air balloon, van, hot air balloon, van. Kind of similar in a lot of ways. What I need to know, I guess somebody needs to help me out with this. What is the advantage of having insulation on the sides here when you're mostly pumping a good deal of the hot air right out the roof anyway. You know, you're probably saving some of the heat by not having as much conductivity through the walls, but I don't know, what's it gaining to have the insulation on here? I don't get it. Well, I don't know. I just don't see. I'm not convinced that insulation is necessary. I just don't. I don't see it. I guess, you know, something that would get my attention. If somebody could prove to me that you're saving a lot of money by having insulation, because without insulation you're spending $1,000 a month on propane, but with insulation you're spending 50 cents or something. You know, if I could see a dramatic change in something like that, that'd make a difference. But if it's just a little bit of a change, I don't know, wouldn't matter to me anyway. Well, anyway, I'll keep going on this test up here just to see, you know, what we get out of it, if anybody's interested. But I'm just not going to worry about it. I don't really see a good argument yet. Nobody's presented me a good argument for having insulation in my fan. There's been a lot of talk about it. A lot of people say I'm crazy. One person told me I was a complete idiot because I was ignoring the laws of physics. And you can't ignore the laws of physics even though you don't like them. You know, give me a good reason why I need insulation in my van. I haven't heard one yet. I have not heard a good reason yet. I'm warm at night. Condensation seems to be just a very minimal issue so far. I don't know. I just can't come up with a good reason why I need to do it. I guess I'll start thinking about other things besides this subject. You know, there's other things to make videos about. But I'll sure keep you all posted in case something happens on the roof there. All right. You know, have a good Tuesday afternoon. I hope everybody's staying warm and dry in their vans.
Thank you.